The leopard, belonging to the Panthera genus, is one of 5 existing species in the feline family. They are recognized as some of the most formidable predators in Africa. However, their lives can be threatened when they encounter unsuitable adversaries. Let's delve into instances where leopards unexpectedly face brutal attacks from wild buffaloes and other wildlife. In the wilderness, buffaloes are constantly battling harsh elements. They must remain vigilant at all times to safeguard their young ones. Numerous predators lie in wait in the grasslands. It appears that a ferocious conflict is on the horizon. On the count of 3, they strike. The lion instigates the conflict. The grasslands erupt into chaos as the area's largest predators and their prey clash. This is the moment the leopard has been anticipating. A young calf has been seized by a predator seizing an opportunity. A desperate cry for help echoes. The hunter shows no compassion for the small creature. With a swift bite to the neck, the predator ends the victim's life. Bereft of hope, the unfortunate calf is swept away by the cold hand of death. The mother buffalo watches in agony as her offspring loses its chance at life. Fury began to surge. The buffalo meticulously searched every corner to locate the offender. The hunters would face the consequences of their heedless actions. Trampled underfoot, the leopard found itself amidst a tumult of hooves and horns. Attacking a buffalo within a large herd was a recipe for failure. The enraged buffalo unleashed its wrath on the large feline. Can you envision the immense force when a herd of wild buffalo bands together? There's no turning back. It's a mistake to provoke the fury of the buffalo. The buffalo is not an adversary to be taken lightly. Even though they are not predators, they pose unpredictable threats to their foes when retaliating. The thought of those sharp horns piercing the body of the large cat sends a chill down the spine. Let's proceed to discuss additional hunts by leopards. These predators primarily depend on their acute sense of hearing and sharp vision for hunting. They stealthily track their prey, typically closing in to within 5 meters of their target. A vulnerable and isolated youngling stands no chance against such an accomplished hunter. Ultimately, it is seized and slain. Their strategies for hunting are remarkably efficient. Even prey significantly larger than them cannot evade capture. All potential prey invariably draws the attention of these predators. It's a breathtaking moment when leopards launch an attack on newborn wildebeest. The opportunistic predator attempts to snatch the young one, but the mother resists. She vehemently warns off those with ill intentions. The child suffers grievous injuries and is unable to continue its journey with its mother. Before the antelope's fury could be unleashed, the leopard had no choice but to seek refuge in a tree. Will time be able to soothe the wrath of the wildebeest warriors? While the large felines do not consume each other, they are prepared to engage in lethal combat when conflicts arise. The leopard faces a choice: to prioritize its survival or to protect its food. This presents a daunting and overwhelming scenario in the realm of wildlife. Standing alone against a dozen lions is an insurmountable challenge. Leopards are notably astute hunters, making their predicament all the more surprising. Constant confrontations are the norm, and the solitary predator must always devise ways to avoid direct conflict with Africa's rulers. Lions do not tolerate any unauthorized trespassers in their domain. The leopard had to quickly strategize a solution to this perilous situation. Undoubtedly, fleeing would be the most sensible course of action when faced with such formidable adversaries. Fortunately, on this occasion, the majestic lion chose not to harm the leopard. Not just buffalo or antelope, but boars too pose significant threats to leopards. Despite hours of stalking large prey, the clouded leopard appears to have failed to find a weak spot. Launching an attack proves to be exceedingly challenging. The boar's pair of razor-sharp tusks serves as its lethal weapon. Every predator must exercise careful judgment when deciding to hunt this quarry. Encounters between leopards and wild boars invariably result in intense battles. Both are fearsome combatants. Leopards launch aggressive attacks. Every creature has a right to life, and the wild boar is compelled to accept its destiny. Leopards are the most elusive of predators. They possess the ability to kill while remaining concealed. They lie in wait and then strike. Following a fierce struggle, the large feline emerged victorious. While a female leopard typically struggles to bring down an adult wild boar, she can easily overpower a piglet. A grim fate awaits in the jaws of death. It's a tragic end for the young creature. However, it's not always straightforward. There are instances when the hunter suddenly becomes the hunted. The leopard had to seek refuge in a tree to evade danger. Despite sustaining severe injuries, they managed to survive. Are you curious about what transpires next? The leopard, the sovereign of the forest, is the pulsating heart of this realm. Its torn ear bears the marks of decades-long battles. This predator primarily relies on its sharp hearing and vision for hunting. Its strategy involves stalking its prey, gradually closing in, and then securing its target. This predator instills fear in numerous other creatures. However, not all are intimidated. There are times when this hunter succumbs to the cunning tactics of others, resulting in the loss of its prey. Wild dogs, in large packs, appear to be undeterred by leopards. They swiftly corner it. Exhausted from a recent hunt, the big cat lacks the energy to continue battling the pack. Perhaps, retreat is the most sensible option at this point. Food scarcity often triggers conflicts. When resources dwindle, the famished lie in wait, hoping for an opportunity to snag a free meal. They aggressively encircle and attack the big cats, repeatedly biting the leopard and inflicting severe injuries. The savage hyenas leave behind large gashes on its body. The sight of these wounds evokes a sense of pain. The leopard moves with a weak and tragic gait. If a leopard is part of a group, would these lions dare to intimidate it? Attracted by the wild boar's cries, the hungry lions swiftly converge on the scene. The sudden appearance of the lion startles the leopard. The size disparity between lions and leopards is considerable. The leopard is compelled to surrender its meal to the courageous lion. When faced with the proud lions, leopards invariably opt for concealment. Steering clear of a confrontation with this formidable creature is a prudent decision. Its steps are unsteady. Movement is a struggle. They don't always sustain injuries from other animals. Leopards frequently engage in conflicts over territory or progeny, even confronting their kin. When their domain is under threat, these large felines can engage in lethal combat. A leopard's territory can span over 13 square miles, a substantial reward for a wanderer. A violent clash ensues. To safeguard his domain, the reigning leopard must vanquish the intruder. A lethal bite to the throat could spell the end. Serious injuries could render both parties incapable of hunting. They are indeed formidable predators. Leopards are among the most adept climbers in the feline family. Ascending a 30-foot tree to capture prey is a trivial task for them. A small owl becomes an appetizer for the leopard. Nature can be unforgiving. Food resources dwindle. After days of hunger, the leopard is compelled to seek sustenance to satiate its empty stomach. It eyes these spiky creatures with a predatory gaze. It approaches its prey, seeking an opportunity to strike. However, this is not a creature to be trifled with. When threatened, the porcupine's sharp quills form a defensive sphere of spikes. The hedgehog's defenses take a toll on the predators. The leopard endures pain for a meal. The quills pierce through its jaws and body. It is at a loss for what to do next. Predators would seldom attack a hedgehog unless driven by starvation. The certainty of one's fate is elusive. A few days later, the leopard succumbs to death. The quills have penetrated deep into its body. Driven to desperation by hunger, it meets a tragic end. Intriguingly, the power dynamic between these adversaries is not entirely one-sided. Large male baboons, known for their strength and aggression, can surprisingly overpower and kill adult leopards. The perpetual battle between baboons and leopards unfolds in various scenarios, with instances where a leopard, attempting to hunt a baboon in a tree, finds itself at the mercy of the baboon's defensive retaliation. Notoriously aggressive and vigilant, baboons display an acute awareness of leopard presence, even when the leopards aren't actively hunting them. This constant vigilance serves as a testament to the ongoing struggle for survival between these two species. Shifting focus to leopards and their predatory instincts, a particular leopard, having endured a 9-day hunger ordeal, faces the tantalizing prospect of a fresh meal. However, the leopard's plans are complicated by the interference of a voracious hyena, a creature renowned for its opportunistic and confrontational nature in the African wilderness. Hyenas, regarded as formidable competitors second only to lions in ferocity, pose a significant threat to the leopard's hard-earned meal. Undeterred by the leopard's determination to protect its bounty, the hyenas, embodying persistence and hunger, become a growing menace, forming an uninvited coalition that intensifies the struggle for possession of the coveted prey. As the tension escalates and the herd of hyenas swells, the leopard is faced with the challenging task of preserving its food against relentless attempts by these intruders. The narrative unfolds as a gripping testament to the intricate dynamics and relentless struggles for survival in the animal kingdom. Lastly, we extend our gratitude to all who have followed the channel from its initial videos to the present, and we warmly welcome new viewers to the channel.